Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we've been discussing this wedding thing. Now I'm trying to move it away from wedding ceremony to just birthdays and parties generally. You know, somebody is borrowing money to do birthday party. You clocked 40, you're shutting down and you don't have money, or you're clocking 50 and you must do a party, do photo shoots, do all those ceremonies.
I like that Amaka brought this angle in. I don't know if I'm permitted to, but Kemi Adetiba had a dream wedding. She had a classy wedding. Some people in the celebrity circle took their own in the outside country to destination wedding. If you can afford it, do it. It's the same industry. Some people had their weddings, check them, and they close mouth. And their marriage, yes, their marriage is sustaining. The point I'm trying to make is that there are two sides to everything in life. Absolutely. Stay your side and be content and happy with it. That's these celebrities now. We're not talking. We're not this show. We're not talking to only the celebrities. Yeah. Just as I said earlier, I said Amaka is a lawyer in a particular industry that is more lucrative. Yeah. I'm a lawyer too. Sure, I will not go and chop the business just because I must show people that my own lawyer is me too. My own lawyer is here. Me too. I will not greedy. It's what I can afford. Yeah. I will chest.
So if you are in a,
it's what I can afford.
If you're an actor or OAP. And your money is not big like some other OAP.
The person can even be spending from their inheritance, their trust funds.
Trust funds.
So don't look at somebody's clock to tell your time. You will be in trouble. Do your wedding as you can. Let me tell you something, Tope. My box was full. You know I was full. I was in business. I know every corner in Lagos Island where the highest fabric, the most expensive thing I wanted can come out of. I bought them. I kept them. There was 2 weddings in my family the week I got married. My sister was on Thursday, mine was on Saturday. And she was worried. Hey, with Nima's wahala, Nima that knows. You know that I done my skin therapy for my wedding. I got it burnt before my wedding because I was forced to go out.
And go to the
Usually my family, if your wedding is, and you're in Lagos in a month, you can't go. I left Abuja Law School, came for my wedding in Lagos, and I had to go to the market. Because my sister was worried that how will she pick all these things? It's Nima that knows all these sports. I couldn't enjoy my skin therapy for my skin to heal. Sometimes, if that girl had brought her resourcefulness inside and said, okay, I want this wedding.
This game?
I'm telling you something. No, if you want it, you can get it within your resourcefulness.
Yes.
The man might not know. My husband does not work at Lagos. My husband don't know all these things. It's me who knew it. It's me who know. I know the Eleron, I know the Alaga, I know the DJ, that everything. And everything was working. On my wedding, my sisters were coming to the podium to meet me in Nima. Wait till be the next thing. Because I'm the one that knows everybody that was there. Yes. And I went home free, debt free. Because I know everybody was paid before time. Everything was paid for. But it was my resourcefulness. Cut price, cut this. I was saying, no, we are not paying for that. Okay, you know, get another. I'll call 4 people. I know other people. I'll call my friends. Pardon me, Alpha. Something that was for 150K, I will get it for 50K. I know, you know to ride on. You can then tell people who can come to the wedding and say, these people have overspent. But you know, in my wedding, people had alcohol. I'm a Muslim. You know how they had the alcohol. At the wedding venue, I knew my uncles. If my father does not give them the alcohol, they will bring it. So I told all people, do you people have that section? Let them know that they can put share in this corner. So inside the hall, you will see my uncles. They were in that corner actually. The person was just telling them that the person had agreed to just set their table. My uncles came and they said, I know Alaji, no go give us anything we want. My younger sister's wedding was worse. Somebody even brought champagne for YK, waiting to see YK. My younger sister's wedding. My dad would never serve you the alcohol. In your resourcefulness, you must know what gives. As Amaka says, know thyself. And see, I don't know why people can't own themselves. I wear my clothes. My cloth does not wear me. It does not have to be I don't wear the tag.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't wear the tag. Exactly. It's my cloth I wear.
Exactly.
So live your life, live it comfortably, peacefully. You go back to your bed, you sleep. Peace of mind is something that we don't thank God enough for.
Honestly,
can I just quickly add something?
Let me take Elizabeth, then I'll come to you. Elizabeth has called from Abuja. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, ladies. Well done.
Good morning.
This is a very interesting topic. I want to start by telling you a life story. It happened to me. Although the man has packed up, but it happened to me. Now, Oga wanted to do a lavish wedding. He could not afford it. And he wanted to meet up with the standard. So nobody knows how he got the money. But the funny part of it was that when it was time for the reception, all the people he was owing money, they wore a shoebi and came for the reception. And so after the reception, it was like we had to run away because After the reception, he didn't know how to explain. So in a nutshell, Amaka, this thing you are saying, if the man can afford it, there's another dimension knowing where this money is coming from before you start. Before you start. So at the end of the day, if you really look at this thing, it's the resourcefulness that Nima is talking about from the human side. Arrange yourself. Babe, if you cannot afford this thing, stop looking at the man can afford it because you don't know where this money is coming from. A lot of people are not able to pay and straightforward. So, like, I think if you come down to doing it based on you as a person, not doing it based on your calculation of another person's resources. Some of this money can be stolen items, fraudulent activities, just to meet up as standards or meet up the base standards. Again, do you, but from another perspective.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Sorry. Yeah, so I wanted to also say that you must not have a big event. People have small, tasteful and classy events. Like my partner at work, as in he had a wedding with all the money he has, he just did a registry wedding and then like a party, not up to 50. Lunch. Yes, and it was so classy, so tasteful. Like I said, personality matters, regardless of whether you have money or not. You can have something small, be resourceful, let it be tasteful, let's be classy, and don't look at anybody. I don't understand this age of everyday social media. What is all the social media about? Like, why do you wake up, why do you train up a child, or you as a human being, you're easily influenced by other people, what we date, who are these people? I keep wondering, who are these people? Do you at all times?
Yeah, I think there are some times that we also need to look back and look at the kind of families that raised us. Some children grew up seeing their mothers in this terrain. Oh, because they know they live with the mom. They know she didn't have money, but she will squeeze, she will borrow, she will collect a large job to attend somebody's wedding. So they automatically feel that, oh, when is our time? Things like this happen. Social media. It's not necessarily social media. Some people have seen the pressure from home when their mothers or their fathers are squeezing and they are struggling to be at the par when they also want to attend weddings. Another thing is our tradition, our kind of custom and tradition. I remember that when my friend in Ilorin, she was getting married that year, and she practically put to bed on a Wednesday, and her wedding was Friday, Saturday. So I got to Ilorin on Thursday, and on that Friday of the engagement, they are from Benue. And on that Friday of the engagement, the things they brought, we saw it that she and her husband were just trying to manage. If I was the parent, I would have said, okay, you know what, just do the mundane thing within the living room. So they went all out. They got, it was a field, they got the canopy and all of that. And simply because I think it was supposed to be a 10-liter keg of palm oil, and the husband's people brought 5. That's how my friend's father, Yario, that the wife is not going anywhere. They counted the fish. Out of 60 pieces, they brought 35. What are they saying? Let me not lie to you. That girl went back to her father's house that night. The parents of the husband took the child to their own house. That after all, it's you that owns the mother. We are the owner of the child. And it was after 3 days.
Imagine such and pepper scatter.
Do you understand? It was after baby that just came on that Wednesday, and on Friday, everybody does scatter. So I think on Sunday was when they now had to finalize. They brought those materials because the man no agree.
He must complete.
See that I'm sitting down here. My bridal yam just complete last year.
So they brought those.
Your dad is just your dad is a different and is an amazing person. May God rest his soul.
So there are some times where I'm going to...
Because some family, we need to call out these wicked parents that will say this is culture. Because in this thing we call culture, we suffer ourselves. Oh, the yam must be... I've gone for a traditional wedding before with the husband's family. And it is Isha people. They say there is bridal yam. The yam must be long.
It's a big go. Yeah. 100 tubers, this and that. With my young husband, when just they start. Want to kill him?
They had to. They counted the yam.
If we look at it, if we look at it again, that's why. Do you know that? Funny enough, some Igbo
my bride price
as much as a lot of maybe people want to cross marry, you see some bridal lists, and they're like, this one I will spend it for the next 10 years. So I think also that parents should be considered.
Let's talk about bridal lists. In bridal lists, there are certain items that are priority that must be done immediately.
Absolutely.
So I remember that my bridal list, there was money for my mom. My mom said I waived it. My in-laws insisted that they must give her something. They put one small envelope in her hand. We don't know how much. You know, my father said I waived it. My bride price on the list that my grandfather left, that they've used for my aunties, that they said they will use for me in the 2000s, was 250 naira. So
I don't think
obviously,
that-
but my mar was between me and my husband. Trust me, I collect gold.
That's it.
My mar, I told him, if you can't afford it immediately, you will
Bring
give
it
me
later.
later. He said, no, I will give you the gold immediately. The cash, I can give you later. I collect that cash twice. When I don't born finish, the guy was happy one day. Somebody was talking about marriage. He looked at me, he gave me again. It's not immediately, nah. You want to chop it up. My bridal list. I looked at that list. My father was like, this yam thing. My husband was like, he said, the two of you seems like you're not doing well now. You can postpone this one. When we now postponed it, it now became a dispute of forgotten. Last year, my mother-in-law went to the village, packed my bridal yam, the bonga fish, all the area, all the housewives carried it again.
Back.
So the family where my father had already passed. Because if they don't do it for me, when they're coming to marry my daughter, my in-laws will not be entitled to that money.
Yeah.
So she insisted on doing. Some things are not. It's not die. No.
That's what I'm saying. So
you can remove some things.
Parents and our
take away
guardians
some
and
things.
custodians of culture and religion or tradition, they should begin to look at. There's this notion in town that Igbos stay long. Igbo ladies they stay long because before they get married.
It's not all
Because
Igbo.
That's
It's
what they are
different.
peculiar
They are
to
different,
states. But that's why I said the perception is like, before you marry an Igbo girl,
must be rich.
you do like this. You
No,
must be
there's
rich.
another tribe that they are not Igbos. That's their own. The list can actually kill you. I will cover
So
that.
you understand? So they should please review so that a lot of people will not cut corners and try to over-impress.
People have attacked my gender. And I need to support women because all of you called out all the women that are the ones that want lavish wedding. In most cases, most girls getting married are far younger than, in most cases, not all, they are far younger. The men are older. The men make the decision. No man can say, my wife or my fiancé pressured me to spend money and collect loan. You are the man. In support of my gender, please do not blame the women next time for not being prudent, for not managing. Because some men are also loud. They are large. They want to be loud. They want to show. I'm finally doing it. Let everybody know I've arrived. So let's not put so much responsibility on the woman or the girl being the one that wanted that loud life.
Questions.
So
You know,
let
the caller
our girls
mentioned
become
that
more confident to
ask
ask where did you get the money from? Because some are in cults,
legitimate.
some are in associations that are bringing money. And how can you be dating somebody? The person is driving big car, living in a big house. You did not know that he's doing Yahoo Plus. You don't know his means of livelihood. No matter how he's lying to you, you to open your eyes and pay attention, you know.
Like what she was talking about religion, you know, like from where I'm from Onitsha, right? We don't do elaborate burials. All those that should be or anything. Yes, you know the heads.
People don't know that.
Yes, we don't do that in Onitsha. If you want to do that, then you pay a fine. That means you're from a wealthy home, and then you can afford it. So you pay the fine to be able to have the food after the burial or where I should be and all those things. It comes at a cost. So you know. Like you said, even for weddings, all those things, people should be able to have a choice to say, okay, this is grand zero, negotiate, even traditional weddings, this is what we can afford. And parents too, that know that their kids can't afford something, should be able to waive those things and say, and cover up the kids and say, you know, this is this, and we're done with that.
Thank God that Amaka said that. Somebody is saying, call Michael is saying, I'll be calling Michael. He says, to marry Igbo girls, not be here. Somebody said earlier that I want to marry Amaka, I will need about 1,000 tuber of yams.
We don't know. We don't get where to keep them. I beg, no bring.
Let me take Perez, and then we'll continue with the social media comments. Perez, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I enjoyed your topic. But the only thing I want to say, I know majority of women, now you are blaming the man. When a woman wants something, the way they used to pressurize.
Yes, you have been blaming
Some
women.
men cannot stand their pressure. That's why they will go at lengths to do that. Then also the marital bridal list that you are saying. Some tribes, the way they are doing, most especially when it's intermarriage with another tribe, where they are supposed to take 1 naira, they will take 5,000 or 10,000. You take advantage, so this is what we are doing. But if they are from the same community or the same environment, they will understand themselves better. Where I come from, I'm from Bayelsa. They will tell you that marriage, you cannot pay all the things one day.
They pay finish. That's what we say.
Always a better.
They pay marriage finish.
It's marrying from. So even if you don't do all, there are some things. It's the bride price that is the most important.
Most important thing, yeah.
Some people up to now, they are still taking 50 naira or 100 naira.
Oh.
But the people who want to show up, if you pay bride price or 100 naira and you want to call the old labor, to celebrate with you. That is your own cup of tea. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Perez. Okay, so I know that the topic I want to say now, we cannot discuss it today, but let me just put it out there for next time. Don't do it on Saturday show. We'll reserve it for next time. Because I feel that we need to review our cultural wedding list. What our cultural wedding list says about us is not good. When you check most of the family list, the first thing you see is alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. Are we drunks? Is it our culture to get beer different? They will list different types of beer, specific ones. Then, of course, you must bring the aromatic hair. I'm like, why is it that if you see the list, it's heavier on alcohol?
Not all lists. Not all lists.
Culture, they are not alcohol.
Alcohol in your own list.
No. And it's been reviewed over and over.
And Yorubas, they've reviewed their own. My cousin, when my cousin were getting married, their list was chocolate. Because they said the children wanted. I mean, the siblings
who brought
and aunties wanted
letter to your list? It was reviewed.
It was reviewed.
Head of family in my own place. If my daughters get the person that is head of family now will be the one to give you a list, and he could have reviewed it.
And remove the alcohol.
And you can. There's one thing I understood from my wedding: approaching your parents nicely.
To ask.
My dad used to make it easy for everybody. And so he could tell them, wait for my daughter's yams. All of us, our yams, they waited on. But this yam was delivered, except for our last born. Nobody's yam was delivered on the month of the wedding. You wait. Because he asked, did I collect from your daughter? He could review it. And you can always approach them that me and my husband, we are just starting our life. Now, what are the things that we must do now? This is the amount we have. You can approach your parents, your head of family. I hope
have the confidence too.
Have the confidence too.
And let our parents and our head of families
let them be understandable.
Open and understanding. We're running out of time.
All those uncle that are doing, if you reach your daughter onto, we will give you pressure. Because you pressure them. But I don't think it should.
Raise
No pressure.
As in, my husband has been saying, oh, next year you're clocking 40, yes, you're clocking 40. I said, please, I'm not doing party. Just buy me gold. Any money you want to use to do any party, just use it to give me. Just buy me gold. That's the only thing I want. He's looking at me like, And is that everybody's pressure of you have to do something? You have to do something. I don't know how I'm going to escape it next year, but
I've had a particular birthday before that I didn't turn on my phone. And my partner was practically...
I usually do birthday. I do birthday
and my partner likes birthday.
No,
I celebrate on Instagram 1 month in advance. I will do photo shoot. Trust me. I am photo shooting from January, February, March till May.
For that next year, we have to do that.
I do photo shoot too.
We are pricing Amaka's bridal yam. Don't worry, I will collect it. The 1,000 tubers. Don't worry.
Final comments from everyone as we round off.
Okay. Final comments is that, like Amaka also said, I'm also in that school of thought. Don't be somebody on the league of L and you are playing somebody on the league of A. Find your LMNOPQ. You are within the same range. You understand? Don't go looking for what you don't have. Because this one that they are borrowed to do wedding, I'm definitely sure that they will borrow for house naming. Rent. They will borrow for house rent. They'll probably borrow for school fees. They will borrow to feed at some point because it's already a culture. There are some cultures that we don't need to imbibe because of peer pressure. It won't pay us on the long run.
Exactly. Final words. Man, know thyself. 100%.
Chicken, nah.
Thank you.
You can have any wedding you want. Just be resourceful. Let it be something you can achieve on your own. If you cannot visualize achieving it, don't push it.
Thank you so much, ladies. It's been an amazing week. That's all we can take on today's show. We've learned a whole lot. Like, I had a full list, but I can't even take advice from the right people. Never borrow for wedding. Men must take a stand. Don't do more than yourself. Marry your match. We must teach contentment more. Marriage is not an investment. This is a ceremony, and it shouldn't be taken as that. Nigerians should go back to the culture of savings, and we must support one another. You know, if you know something, say something. That's what we can take once again. See you all on your View Pigeon tomorrow. Yeah, Dama will be here. Bye.